Welcome to online class. I am Dr. S. Abhinathan, Department of Mathematics, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Kattankulathur. Today my topic, problems based on Cauchy integral formulas. The problem, first problem 1, evaluate integral over C 3z minus 1 upon z square minus z dz, where C is modulus of z equal to 2 by Cauchy integral formula. Okay, solution. So this problem can solve. So what is the method? Cauchy integral formula. Okay, given the problems, integral over C 3z minus 1 upon z square minus z into dz. So the denominator is there can be written as z square minus z. Take z is common outside, so we get 3z minus 1 divided by z, take common outside, so we get z into z minus 1 into dz. Okay, we know that Cauchy integral formulas is given by integral over C f of z is divided by z minus a into dz is equal to 2 pi I into f of a. If when this formula is exist, z equal to a lies inside in C. Okay, see these formulas, the denominator having only one singular point, but our given the questions is having two singular point. What are the singular point? 2 point. One point is 0, another point is 1. So by using partial fraction method, in the denominator can be written as 1 upon z into z minus 1. So you can do this one. So denominator is degree 2. So using 2 constant a upon z plus b upon z minus 1. So you know that everyone using the partial fraction method, 1 upon z into z minus 1 is equal to a denominator multiply z into z minus 1. You have to compare z there. About what is the missing term? Z minus 1. So you have to multiply plus b. So z minus 1, z minus 1 there. About what is the missing? Z. So this denominator and this denominator cancel. So we get 1 is equal to a times of z minus 1 plus b into z. Okay, so we have substitution method. We need find out the constant value of a and b. So put z equal to 1. Okay, so what happened? A is 0, we get b is equal to 1. So put z equal to 0 in this equation. So we take equation number 1. Okay, in equation number 1, so we get a minus 1 is equal to 1. So a equal to minus 1. Okay, we are going to substitute in this equation. Okay, so I am getting 1 upon z into z minus 1 is equal to minus 1 upon z plus 1 upon z minus 1. See our questions, the numerator there 3z minus 1. So I want to multiply both sides. 3z minus 1 upon 3z minus 1 upon z into z minus 1 is equal to minus of 3z minus 1 upon z plus 3z minus 1 upon z minus 1. So the next one in this given the question is missing integral with respect to z. So take integral both sides with respect to z. So integral over c 3z minus 1 upon z into z minus 1 is equal to integral over c dz 3 minus common take outside 3z minus 1 upon z minus 0 into dz plus integral over c 3z minus 1 divided by z minus 1. Okay, so dear students, is very important one thing. Here now I am getting singular point, only one singular point, z equal to 0 and z minus 1. So the singular point lies inside C or not, you check. So you want to check this one point, z equal to 0, okay, lies inside in C. How will inside C mean? You want to check the problem modulus of z equal to 2. Okay, see, this can be written as mean z minus 0 is equal to 2. So center point is 0. About 0 comma 0 center point, radius is equal to 2. So you draw the diagrams. This is the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, this is the origin point 0, radius 2. Okay, what is our center point now? Z equal to 0. So z equal to 0 point is lies inside the circle. And next one point, z equal to 1. So z equal to 1, where is come? We getting the point lies inside the circle. So that's only z equal to 1 lies inside in C. This is a very important. So where C is equal to, we know that modulus of z equal to 2. So understand? Is a very important one. So we know that here 0 is called center point or radius is outer value. Okay. Do you have any doubts? Okay. The next one. Okay. The 2 points is lies inside. So we know that the point is lies inside means the formula is minus 2 pi I into f of 0 plus this one 2 pi I into f of 1. Here f of z is called the numerator term. Here what is the f of z? F of z is equal to 3z minus 1. Okay, we have to substitute first z is replaced by 0. So we get f of 0 equal to this term z into 0 into anything 0. So we get minus 1. So the next one we need f of 1. So z is replaced by 1. We get 3 minus 1, we get 2. So you have substituted in this equation minus 2 pi I, f of 0 values minus 1 plus 2 pi I, f of 1 values 2. So we get 2 pi I plus 4 pi I. So totally we get 6 pi I. This one is the solution of this problem. Okay. Do you have any doubts? Okay. So one more problem, the same model we have seen that. Okay. The next question, evaluate integral, question number 2, integral over C sin pi z square plus cos pi z square upon z minus 1 into z minus 2, where C is modulus of z is equal to 3 by Cauchy integral formulas. By Cauchy integral formulas. Okay. Solution. We know that Cauchy integral formula is integral over C f of z upon z minus a into dz is equal to 2 pi I into f of a. If what the condition when you come this formula mean if z equal to a lies inside in C, okay, on or outside will come lies outside the C, okay. So in this problem we are having only one singular point, but our problem is how many singular points is there? Z equal to 1, another point is Z equal to 2. So we have need only one singular point, so we have to apply for partial fraction method. So 1 upon Z minus 1 into Z minus 2, by using the partial fraction method, A upon Z minus 1 plus B upon Z minus 2, okay. So first one, left hand side no change, right hand side denominator have to multiply Z minus 1 into Z minus 2. See, we have to compare the denominator term, Z minus 1 is there, missing Z minus 2. So A into Z minus 2 plus B into Z minus 2 there, Z minus 1. You take this equation number 1. So this denominator and this denominator cancel. So only the numerator 1 is equal to A into Z minus 2 plus B into Z minus 1. So you take equation number 2. So I am finding the constant value of A and B. So using the substitution method, when A value 0, B Z equal to 1. Put Z equal to 1 in equation number 2. I am getting 1 is equal to A into minus 1. Okay, 1 minus 2. So therefore A is equal to minus 1. Put Z equal to 2 in equation number 2. I am getting 1 is equal to A is 2 minus 2 0. I am getting B. So B equal to 1. So A value and B value we are going to substitute in this equation. So okay, you finding the A value and B value, going to substitute in the equation number 1. We get, okay, we get 1 upon Z minus 1 into Z minus 2 equal to, what is the A value? Minus 1 upon Z minus 1 plus B value 1 upon Z minus 2. Okay. Okay, now you see the problem, Z minus 1, Z minus 2 there. What is the missing? The numerator term. So what is the numerator term? Sin pi z square plus cos pi z square, multiply on both sides. So we get sin pi z square plus cos pi z square divided by Z minus 1 into Z minus 2, okay, is equal to, so what will come? Minus common, cos pi z square plus sin pi z square upon Z minus 1 plus cos pi z square plus sin pi z square upon Z minus 2. Okay. So in this question, what is the missing? Integration with respect to Z is to take both sides. Integral over C sin pi z square plus cos pi z square upon Z minus 1 into Z minus 2 dz is equal to minus integral over C cos pi z square plus sin pi z square upon Z minus 1 into dz plus integral over C cos pi z square plus sin pi z square is upon Z minus 2 into dz. Okay. So I am getting it, the denominator saying only one singular point. So one point Z equal to 1, another singular point Z equal to 2. Okay. So our given the problem is condition is modulus of Z equal to 3. So this one can be written as modulus of z minus 0 is equal to 3. So the center point is 0, 0 and radius equal to 3. So you want to draw the circle, okay. This is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, center point is 0, 0 and radius 3. Okay, this one called modulus of z equal to 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so I am getting the singular point z equal to 1 lies, z equal to 1 is where it's coming, this point. So lies inside in C. The next point, what is the next point? Z minus 2. Z minus 2 can be written as singular point z equal to 2 lies inside, why is it z equal to 2 is a lies inside in C. Okay, so we know that formula lies inside C mean can write the method is formula minus 2 pi I integral over C into f of 1 plus 2 pi I f of 2. Okay, in these problems here what is the f of z? F of z is a numerator term. Okay, what is the numerator term in this question? Cos pi z square plus sin pi z square. You have to put f of 1. So what will come? Cos pi plus sin pi. We know that cos pi value is minus 1, sin pi value is 0. So I am getting minus 1. So like that, next one we have to replace f of 2. Z is put z value 2. We get f of 2 equal to cos 4 pi plus sin 4 pi. Okay, so cos 4 pi value is 1 plus sin pi is 0. So I am getting 1. So totally I am get the answer is minus 2 pi I. F of 1 value is minus 1 plus 2 pi I into f of 2 value is 1. So therefore my answer is minus plus 2 pi I plus 2 pi I. I am getting the answer is 4 pi I. Okay, do you have any doubts? This is based on the problem for Cauchy integral formulas. Okay, thank you students.